North America, #1 Latin America. Go toe-to-toe again here in map 2, and it's aggression inside the lobby, but if they gotta to get the better of the trade, or of the fight, I should say. On to Koalanu. We talked about the Misu diff, but how about the KO diff coming in early?
I'm expecting the aggression for Koalanu. We got to see map #1. You know it's not going to be any different for this map.
Spike down mid.
Woo! I mean, okay, the battle does not stop. It just pivots out towards mid. We go back and forth, and fortunately for M80, they've been able to equalize. They get that first blood back in way of 3 kills for themselves. B-side's been assumed. kyedae tossed out the flashes to find too much. Aftershock, and now both players spotted. The health bars are low, so the advantage goes the way of nuevaSeta for at least the health. Sheriff shot lands, but the damage goes back and forth, and now Misu has to do it all himself in a 1v1. Health low on both sides, but Nismo just a bit better. Classic over the Sheriff. A couple more shots for the dead check there, and the pistol round goes the way of M80. Stingers across the board. Misu, the Marshall. He's gonna match the Marshall here of Nismo. He's forced to back away. Paint shells will also keep him at bay, and a quick take onto the B site, but this is interesting. NaVi can take a bit of damage, does sneak away, gets that spike planted 5v5 here in the retake now.
The reach util for a situation like this one on the B side, it's so dangerous too. No way!
Yeah, the judge is just too much. This force fight starts to fall apart. They push, they overextend into these extremities, and they've just been dealt with. Misu's still alive, but he doesn't quite have the angle on the diffuser. Spike goes halfway. The rest will belong to Xander. Yeah, respect given. Until Koala gets a little crazy, knew that he was going to be revealed. Still playing the jumps. Worried about his backside, though. Degata does eventually take him down. This rifle here on the A site is just about everything that M80 needs, but the trades go back and forth. Weapons, unfortunately, just out of reach. Degata is able to walk away with that judge, but it's a little bit hard to attack with that shotgun.
And if you get one weapon, maybe that's not the one that you wanted for sure for Degata, but take what you can get for the 3v3. Once again, pivoting all the way to the B site. Spike gonna get planted as well for that link, and Xander waiting for it too.
Spike planted.
Wow, yeah, that Spectre, it just doesn't miss, huh? Paranoia now queued up. Shock around the corner, though, needed that close range fight. Degata was allowed. Now both players for nuevaSeta have themselves some weapons here, a Guardian and a Vandal. Is what M80 here rock with. Tap onto the spike. You get the first one to fall. Now John has to try and hang on. Fragment at the feet, and this will buy some more time. One more tap, but they know that he's not on it. And it's up to John to try and make a play. Flash comes out. David on the peak. He just checks the spikes. Hey, nobody's home. Now he's going to push on through, and this round, it belongs to nuevaSeta.
Nobody here now.
And, I mean, a huge retake ultimate was used, right? Nismo setting that Rolling Thunder. It hurts this retake. Hunter Shuri, though, can make it a little bit easier. The no command used, but immediately dealt with as Misu finds one. David up top will grab another, and now it's all up to Xander and EU. A 2v3. EU still rocking the Odin. Close on this site, gonna toss out the drone. Will spot one, should be able to find the span. There's a swing from the opposite side, and he just cannot readjust in time, but Xander hangs on, almost rights the wrongs of this retake.
But just in time. Knife once again slowing down the play just a little bit. They gotta waiting for it, and yeah, Xander going down. This is something that we see more often than not. They gotta actually good for 2 there.
I mean, Degata is almost single-handedly early in this one saying, guys, I want a map 3. Let us play Ascent. This guy is going huge from that second anti-eco after they forced in the second round, picking up the judge, finding 4 kills on it. Now he scoops up 2 big ones, and maybe single-handedly stealing this round away as another one falls on the side of M80. This A site has no defenders here. The 2 that remain have to save their weapons.
It is these kind of rounds where we see M80 recovering and recovering very strong. That means a lot of the faster presence here for Thule.
Wow, very fast. The flash on through it. Thule collects 2, EU though to battle back. Last time, this is what he tried to do, but he was dealt with. He'll do it this time. 3 kills. The way of the Sova, make it 4. And you said it, Riot. You said this is the buy that M80 gets it done with, and that's exactly what they do. And 2 rounds in a row, M80 fought for that A pressure, that A space, and they won it. So with that, nuevaSeta I mean, they set their eyes elsewhere. M80 were ready for this, but you could not be ready for the explosion that is Thule as he takes a side. He's got 3 kills to his name, and Koala left to pick up the pieces, but I mean, his teammate, all of them, just died in front of him. Tour de Force will close out the round and find a way to piece together. They are going for that same A aggression, though. Right, a lesser buy. They push forward, off the back, get some utility. Nobody home, and notice that they're just going to play somewhere else on the map.
That aggression, though, was only to give EU the Hunter's Fury. For it to become available, Koala had to play a little bit more aggressive, takes a little bit of damage, but now EU has this.
Wow. Yep, finds a tag onto a few members there, one of which that falls. They got to immediately getting healed. He's going to look for a different angle to try and fight, but Nismo takes him down in some way, somehow. I mean, it's sticks and stones, it's slingshots, but M80 have seemed to make this one look doable. As Xander gonna hop onto the spike, he's just going to stick it the whole way. Nobody's going to stop him. And eBay thrifty. Xander just played the spike. That's all he did.
We gotta pick.
So remember, it's lockdown for Gen.G is going to be available.
Recon Bolt to reveal how much more to stall. Still 2 shot starts to play with only 15 seconds. Tap on the spike, and a swarm comes down. The drive-by from Xander, but it's traded back, but they're running out of time. They're finding the kills, but they need to get the spike planted. Lockdown should force them off this site. They'll stay on for just a moment. Can kyedae get away? It does seem like he'll be A-okay as John works his way on through. It's now John who's been put in a tough spot. First one spotted, it's the operator out towards mid, and that will be enough. They send out that early knife, then they also step up. David steps up and uses that shrouded step a little bit more forward, so that way the sound cue would be heard. And it's done enough to keep the 3 defenders on this side of the map. Unfortunately, the 1 defender across the map
No way.
does get his 1, but it's traded back. Misu from long range, that headhunter, quick to deal with Xander, and the C site's open.
Xander, the one scary thing to deal with, a spike does manage to get planted just in time. Koala is here, though.
One enemy remaining.
And Roy talked about this. They disrupt the site hit. They disrupt the plant.
Finished.
And they've done so much here, bringing it just down to 1. kyedae does get his 1, but M80 too swift on their response back into this C site means they will find a 5th.
kyedae, who has been having a really good performance on this map, specifically on top of the board right now, 16 kills. I'm managing to get an attacking side now, once again, towards the B side, as we got to see Nova hit that, but it is now for M80.
It was good paranoia, but it did not slow M80 down. The fuse continues to burn away. Spike is planted. Like I said, they're taking their time, get back into the site. 1 concussed, Wallenoob taken down. David can make sure of that. Beautiful flashes, and the response is there. Thule picking up a kill of his own. EU trying to fight back, but look at that kill feed. It is all in the way they set the Misu hopping around trying to stay alive. A tap onto the spike as the shock dart comes through. David knows that he could not stick that because he's low HP, but now both are half HP. It's a tap on the spike as it goes halfway. David now looks to hang on inside the smoke. The health is just so low. Recon Bolt and Gen.G will be the one to do it.
Those playoffs. And then the defense is not different. How is he here already?
What? Oh my god. Wallenoob goes up and over the top. Thule gets quickly down C long, and Thule gets his 2, tries to find Koala, who eventually gets 2 back. A very explosive start to this next round. They gotta try and sneak away, but he was tagged up by the drone. The Hunter's Fury just does not miss when it's in the hands of EU. And around that starts explosive and good for the way they said quickly goes the other way.
We went out of the replay and Thule was already in. Already putting some numbers, but a lot more is going to be needed. Misu good for 1. 2v2 once again. Last time that we got to see this, it was going the way of M80. The coordination for these situations on the attacking side for them is always clean. It's always perfect. And it seems like it's going to be the case once again. Just a trade right at the end. Gen.G are going to handle it just fine. And that has been what destroys the possibilities of Nova Sita into so many of these rounds.
Yeah, Nova Sita have a general idea, general understanding that the play is headed this way. Gen.G there for the trade, so 2 kills, make it 3 the way of M80. They've taken their time, taking this C side. Here comes that showstopper. Rocket goes down, so does Nismo. Beautiful kill there from Degata, and that means the no command online. From the 2v2, the blades It's not the blades, it's a classic and a Bucky here for Koala Noob. And Thule is down to 9 HP. This shotgun might be everything Koala needs, as he is so incredibly healthy, but with 15 seconds, he's got to make a play. He continues to jump around, is waiting for the blades, and gets it done. A Zenny clutch for Koala Noob. A drone out, jump peek from Koala. Operator being that tip of the spear. Xander also looking to take space early. Paranoia. And the site's empty. The site is clear. M80 now know that, but how quick on the retake do we see the set that come through? A lockdown use. Flash going forward. Xander up close and personal. 2 for 1. If they got to get something back, we'll find another. But the op brings out for a kill. Locked down is David as he tries to sneak away. Thule going to try and keep him alive.
Standing ahead.
The guy was just spraying there. He manages to get 3. When M80 had the idea that the other side was going to respect that lockdown, but not at all.
Enemy remaining.
Wow, the
Last
dink
player
out from
standing.
Thule. He does it again to Koala Noob, and now EU has to hang on. But he's got the Hunter's Fury Dryad.
HP.
It's up to
Time.
David to make the play here. EU gives up way too much, and Nueve set to find a huge round win.
Spike planted.
It's still a little bit more calm than that last round as Spike gets planted.
Yeah, oh, okay. For a second, I thought we were on a different point of view, and I thought Misu just got caught in the worst possible situation. But we trade ult for ult, Seekers for the Rolling Thunders. The ground tremors make things a little bit harder. And look at this Hunter. Shuri ripped off almost immediately as EU collects a kill, and that's raid boss down. It's going to be difficult for Nueve Senta to get back into it. Beautiful flash to the back line. Xander looks away from it. Misu gets one back, but they're running out of time. Thule hops his way into the kill feed. And M80, they all play out towards long. Onto the spike. Misu
No way,
goes.
no way,
Do they
no
know
way.
this is happening? They can't find him. They can't spray him. Misu goes clutch.
It's gonna depend so much on John Cutie here, playing all the way at the spawn. 2 players to take care of. 1 having an operator at hand.
Wow, John Cutie trying to play late here. Does get taken down. EU holds the angle for 2 kills of his own. Now this one getting difficult for Nueve Senta to work their way back in. A Guardian that makes his way onto the side. Thule, smoke goes down, finds the frag, but now he's the last one standing. The back stab. Xander was looking the wrong way, but only for a moment. Group kyedae. Shorty inside garage. Not gonna find value just yet. Now Misu a bit under fire as he takes a couple of shots, pulls out his knife, and Xander will punish him for it. Shrouded step to try and reposition, and a Nano Swarm will keep the defense at bay for now.
Every shot from Misu meant John Cutie moving a little bit more to the right each time. Ends up having Misu getting taken down.
1 enemy remaining.
And now M80 starting to find these kills, much as we suspected. A flawless round as any flawless.
Cover going.
And an M80 that has looked just on top, and Nueve Senta fighting back, trying to do anything on this defensive side. The buy is there, but is it enough?
And aggression out towards C means aggression here in a lobby. Misu pulls out his knife. They do it again. Knife in hand. Squalla gets taken down. kyedae finds a good angle inside garage. M80 gonna reconvene with one another. And because of that, Xander finds 2 kills. Now they rotate out towards this A site. David, I mean, on a mission, but it's a solo one. They got us on the wrong side of the map for now.
Wanting to be that surprise factor, but not the case. Ends up getting spotted. Having to play together.
Spike planted.
And now they do link up. Maybe a little disconnected. They gotta have the smoke to jump down, gonna try and make a play. Xander on low HP. Now it's all up to Dagana. He had done so much, but it's just out of reach. And M80 have done it. They earn themselves another life here in VCT Ascension Americas as they take down Nueve Senta in 2-0 fashion.